Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of The Talk, and today we are back here again with Ramdan and Kai.
It's our last of the last, like it's not the last, like guys. It's the last for this series, lah. Okay.
Kai has a new haircut, look like Upin and Ipin already.
Hey, I can't do myself, okay? Proud of me or not? I saved $8.
Proud. Okay, so
You save
today's
$8.
Yeah,
wait, so you normally cut hair for $8?
every 2 weeks, right? I cut once, $8. So I already cut this like hairstyle for like 3 times already. So how much I save already? $24 eh. $24 can I can eat for 1 week eh.
True. But my hair is something of a special asset to me, so
Yes, I see.
Of course,
I never dare to cut my hair by myself also.
Oh, like for Ramdan, when his hair is long, right, he look more handsome. You never see his latest post, man. So, guys, if you are curious what has happened in 2017, please go to Ramdan's Instagram or Facebook. Check him out. Look at his hot.
But it's all gone. It's all gone. Because you know why? I got no discipline.
Yes, and today's topic we'll be talking about being disciplined. So, when was the last time you guys were disciplined?
When was the last time you were disciplined?
Not long ago, but 2 days ago I was late for. I mean, not 2 days. Today and yesterday I was late for my morning class. So
Why?
yeah, huh?
Why?
I don't know. I just feel. I mean, ever since school started again, because this week we all go back to campus, right? I feel like very tired. I don't know. Maybe it's like that. You know, since you've been home the whole time, right? Then suddenly it's like a change that you have to adapt to. Then you have to go back to school. That although it's a short traveling distance, it's kind of tiring in a way. You know, because you're outdoors, not at your own. You're not at the comfort of your own home. Yeah. So I feel tired. So at night, I still sleep a bit late, 1-2 a.m. ish. Then when I woke up, I just feel like shit, man. It was so tiring.
But before you slept, did you use your phone?
I had to change the alarm, and I watch a bit of show like as well.
Yeah, because the reason why we can't sleep properly, right, is because when technology kind of like show us the light, right, so it kind of keep our brain active. Then when it keeps our brain active, then our brain is processing what is going to happen the next. If you haven't finished the show, you watch halfway, then your brain is like, what's going to happen next? What's going to happen next? Then end up you cannot sleep because you keep thinking about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, actually it's true,
Yeah. So it's about the screen time lah. But anyways, you are right about going back to work, going back to school. People all complaining about being more tired than working from home. Yeah, I think it's probably we were too used to the comfort of our own home. Then after that, when we go back to work, right, it's like we are dragging our feet. Yeah.
Yes,
Singaporeans are like that because when everything suddenly go to work from home, right, everyone complain, I have to pay my own electricity bill, the water bill, then after I wash my plates, I need to fold clothes. Then after that, when go back to work, I need to go to work, I need to do this, I need to do that. Singaporeans.
You can never please a Singaporean.
standard one.
I don't understand. I don't get this logic.
So when was the last time you all too disciplined, huh?
I'm always disciplined.
I'm never late for anything before. Yeah. So I guess I'm disciplined. But when it comes to exercising, I think it's 50-50 for me. I think when it comes to exercising, right, it has to be probably for me motivation. Like I must be motivated to go and exercise. So what I did was I looked through my photos in 2012 where I was 92 kg. Yeah, after NS. Wow, so NS is good. It helped me to lose 35 kg. Yeah, so yeah, NS is good. It is the best slimming center in the whole wide world. Or better than all the toot. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so I decided to go into a regime. So I started going gym, eating a more healthy, balanced diet. So what I did was I eat quinoa, I eat couscous, of course with chicken breast, all the lean meat lah. Yeah. Then after I go gym, then after I exercise. Then there was this period of time where every day I must do 100 push-up. So I did that for like 1 month plus. Then after that, things started to get busy. Then I stopped doing it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If you tell me to do push up right now, the max I can do is 60. So not so bad. Overall, I lost a total of
It's
12
better than
kg.
me.
Yeah.
Overall, you lost how many kg?
12.
12.
12.
I'm 118 now. I was 130.
12 kg is a lot, man.
You know, I think I gain weight instead of losing weight. But speaking of discipline, right, I really recently started to do small workouts again. Because I realized that being at home lazing around too much, right, is actually not good. It's damn unhealthy. I feel like my blood isn't circulating enough. So I have to do something about it. So like just do some push-ups, sit-ups, some small core workout. You know, just to get yourself pumping.
True. To get your blood circulated lah.
Yeah. So it's like I set this like every day, right? Like to start back my push-ups, mainly my arms, I must do at least 20.
So
Um,
to be disciplined, you have to set short-term goals lah. You have to set a like to-do list
yep.
for
And
you
you
lah.
have to stick by it, lah. Although yeah lah, I mean the two of you know that I always stop halfway, especially working out at that point of time. But I stand by, I was like super consistent on it. Like I've been going to the gym for I think 3 months plus until my the Active SG the $300 right finish already. Actually left one more lah. I left $3 inside lah, but I haven't been to a gym in like since I started working at airport. So
Mhm.
yeah.
But do you know that you can buy a gym pass that costs I think $25 for a month?
Nah,
Yeah.
I
So
think
it's
I think
more,
now
yeah.
it's like more of like when I have my own time, right? Then I can just go run. Like that's what I like to do now. Because being at the gym also you have to wait for people to use the equipment, finish their set. Sometimes they have to rest, whatever. There's a lot of things to it lah.
But for Singaporeans, right? I have friends who wants to be disciplined. So in order to be disciplined, right, they pay for contract and package at the gym, so that they will force themselves to be disciplined. Yeah.
Does that work?
For them, yes lah. Because for example, right, they say, I already pay the money already. Then if I don't go, then waste my money. So go lah. So using this analogy, right, then they drag themselves to the gym, then they start working out. Yeah, lor.
But how long will they last?
Probably last 3 months. So initially, right, they started like, going like very xiao on, very gung ho, go. Then after that, suddenly the thing, is it something to do
Actually,
with
maybe the real question here to ask, right? Why do people stop halfway of
This one I can
certain
answer.
goals that they have set?
This one I really can answer because I stopped a lot of time already.
Okay, why?
For me, I would say number one is because of results.
Okay.
Okay.
Because putting workout into this, right? When you work out, of course, after a few months, you will definitely want to see like results, right? Because I mean, in the human mind, obviously, it doesn't straight away the effect. I mean, sorry, the results doesn't straight away come. It has to come after a few months or a few weeks. It's not immediate effect. Like that's just our body lah. I mean, I did notice changes where I'm not trying to flex but I did get a bit more muscular, but it wasn't really what I want. So I stopped at a period of time also.
Okay, so results.
Number two, motivation. I'm a people person, so when I go to the gym, right, I cannot go alone. I tried once. I really tried. And then like at this bench area, you know where you do squats, that station with the gut bars, whatever. Right? I was doing what do you call that, bench press. Then this guy was like waiting, hey bro, how many more sets you have left? That's all left 2. Then my last set, right, I like dying already, you know. Then you just sit down there watch it. Then I'm like, hello, you want to use help me lah? Like, you know, at least support lah.
Also not
Yeah,
your
like,
friend, what?
no lah, not my friend lah. I don't even know that guy.
Yeah,
But
I
then
mean, if
you
you want him to, you want him to support, you can just ask him to support. What?
you want
nah,
him to
I was
support the car below, is it?
no, as in like I was really struggling, and if you want to use the equipment, support lah. I mean, cause you'll take longer, but then after that, I'm like, I'm done. You can use it. It's okay. Then after that, I move on to another station.
No, I don't get it. Why don't you just ask the person, like, hey, can you support my last set?
No, cause I was
Yeah.
doing already halfway. Then like I realized I cannot do already.
Yeah, then just put
You
back
wanted to
and look at him and say, bro, can you just support me for my last set?
I don't know. Maybe I shy at the gym.
You shy. Oh, please. Want to see my eye roll?
Oh,
Stress already.
I agree that people, right, will kind of like give you the motivation because I see it as a external kind of energy. Like for example, when I used to run marathon during my army days, right, what happened is that when I go and run, then got people running beside me, and I feel the need to okay, I must catch up to the person. Then the more I catch up to this person, I'm like yes, then I, small victory, then I go again, like yes, overtake.
Yeah.
Wow, quite good. Yeah.
I think
Then,
that's one of the strategy lah. Like a lot of people use is to have someone to check in on them or someone to be ahead of them to like, hey, KK, you know, yeah, that kind of stuff. Lor. Even like in my NS time also, if I see people moving forward, I don't want to be the last person. What? So I say, then you know, like, okay, I need to jog, that kind of stuff. So I get it. But I think the first one that Colin says, that was the thought when I hear like why people stop halfway. Even for myself, so I stopped halfway. Right? A lot of things also, and I think it's just results lah. Like you don't meet your certain expectation, and then you feel disappointed, and then you start to have this kind of thoughts like, what's the point of doing all this? But my expectation is not met. And also I think maybe because like since we're talking about fitness, right? So it was this period of time like that you guys also know lah that during 2017, 2016 I was a bit buff and I was a bit more leaner than usual. But my expectation of it because I want to start something like a business or that kind of stuff. So my expectation was monetary reward back then. But so the thing is that I wasn't working out. I enjoy working out, but it became a different kind of direction where money plays a part for my results really. And I don't see that money coming in, right? I don't see the business growing. Then I am so-called disappointed lah. And then I'm like, okay lah, like this is just not worth my time, that kind of stuff. Yeah, like, you know, put all the effort, right? But the thing is, right, my body was the result, you know, but it wasn't as important as the money that I set for my expectation. So that whole expectation, that whole goal orientation, right, was just a mistake for me lah. And I stopped halfway lah. I just like, you know, like, okay, this is just waste of my time. Where then after a few, like after trying to get back to, because I stopped halfway. When you stop halfway, right, to get back on track, it can be quite difficult.
Yeah.
To return back. Yeah. So then I reoriented myself again and I said that, you know what, if I want to work out, then it should be because of something that is very important to me or something that is going to be beneficial for me in a more inside out kind of approach lah, rather than out in approach. So then now I'm working out, or like if I keep healthy, right, it's just to really for my health benefit lah. It's not because I want to gain the number of likes on Instagram, you know, or like become an influencer or become a like, you know, like money plays a part, that kind of stuff, because those are out in approach, right? if I don't receive all of this right, then I'll just disappointed, right? But if I use the inside out approach, right, like okay, this is for my own health benefit. If I don't work out, if I don't keep myself healthy, chances are I will die at the age of 40 years old, or chances are that I'll just suffer lower back pain every day, that kind of stuff. So it's for me internally, it's not for anyone else. So then I feel that uh, that's better for me, that kind of stuff. I don't know. So I think results is the number one killer lah. People must write the right expectation of your whatever goal you set for yourself lor. If not, it will just keep a vicious cycle lor. You just keep giving up halfway.
Yeah.
So so you must set the right goal, Pauline. Or no, the right expectation.
Actually, you're right. I feel that
That's
it's
true
about
actually.
like it's also about choices. And like everyone got a choice to be healthy. Anyone have a choice to go to the gym and all. Like whatever Ramdan just said, right? There is this quote, right, that I read from a book today, which kind of like appealed to me. So I was reading this book called Finding Your Element. Yeah. So this book is about finding out your true passion, your true calling, your true north star. Yeah. But one of the quote inside the book, right, is by this guy called Carl Jung, who is a renowned psychologist. So his quote is, "I am not what has happened to me. Okay, I am what I choose to become." Yeah. Call me the quote master. Yeah. Yeah, lor. Then whenever we make a choice, right, there is also this fear inside us. And this fear, right, can also promote negativity. Yeah. So how can we, face this fear? Fear does not stand for forget everything and run. Okay. Fear, right, means you face everything and you rise. Like Batman, you rise.
The Dark Knight.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that leads to self-denial lor.
Yeah.
Yes,
True.
that's true.
Yeah, so it's like you deny your own fears lah, or you deny your own issues that you have. If it's like, I think the number one thing people find it difficult is accepting their flaws, accepting that they have a problem.
And admitting to it.
Yeah,
True.
and you deny all of this, is you're just running away from it, like what JK has said. So instead of like you run away from the situation, you have to rise lah. Put on that bad mask and then rise like the Dark Knight rises.
No.
What's with all this Batman analogy?
I don't know,
Maybe-
man. Once someone start Batman, I'm hooked already.
No, Batman.
Is that a Batman song?
Yeah lah. No.
No?
That's no.
No.
Don't
No.
destroy my favorite character,
Yes,
man.
Okay.
But
My
it's
bad.
familiar. That song is familiar. Na 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 na. That's not Batman, sir. That's a cartoon, sir.
No,
It's
not that
it's
one.
the Batman cartoon, I think.
Oh, maybe yeah.
It's the very old, but I think
Okay.
yeah. Going back to the topic, at the same time, why people stop halfway sometimes, right? Be it lack of disciplines. Also, I think because they start a goal, then they don't see the results immediately, then they just straight away want to quit because they think it's not worth it. You know what I mean? Like example, I think a good example would be maybe academics.
Mm.
Like for me, because I've retained twice during secondary school, right? So while having tuition at home, which is quite, I think, once a week kind of thing, and then also going to school. At tuition, I can do my math like really well, but in school, when the paper comes out at the exam, I'm like damn shit. Then a lot of times, right, when me and my tutor go through the paper, right, it's a lot of careless mistake. Cause I always like just rush through everything. Just shit, I missed out that like that step, of like converting or like round up round down that kind of thing lah. So then I like just started to feel like a bit self-demoralized. I'm not good in maths. I cannot like it's like CMI for me. I can't make it, so I start to just not study maths.
Saying that your math CMI, that means you straight go ITE. ITE has a lot of good courses. Okay, it's also not a bad choice for a school, but it's the people that you befriend and the influenced by peer pressure that make you who you are lah. Of course, you can choose to have external pressure away, okay, and have the good people. But all these are part and parcel of your own life experience. Or when you talk about academics, you talk about you being not good in math. Okay, what you can do is after you're going through with your math teacher point out the careless mistake, right? He provided you with a different approach to doing your math one. So it is the same as slimming down. If this approach A, it doesn't work, then try approach B. There are 26 alphabets you can do from A to Z. Yeah. You get what I mean, right?
Yeah, if 26 alphabets fail, right, there's always A and B, A and C, A and D. Then you repeat the whole thing again if things doesn't work. And B and A, B and C, B and D.
I know why you say this already, because when you
Walao
do
eh.
right, you see the Excel sheet. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. That's why you see A, B, B, C. Yeah.
So there's
You're trying
always
to-
a way out.
You're trying to psycho me, but no lah. Yeah lah, and I understand lah. But yeah, lor, I think it's just one of the reasons why people would just stop, and then being disciplined in that factor would just fade away.
I think it's also got to do with the fuel that we feed our own heart.
The motivation which is actually I think quite important to being disciplined also. Because my motivation was I get to meet my friend, go to the gym, work out together, like really really chonging at the gym. It was crazy to the point where once we did leg day, right, after squats, and everything at the gym, then we go and run around the track, like I think 2.4k, which was a killer. Like the moment I stopped, my whole leg cramp. I had to ask him to help me bend my leg.
When you never drop soap, then you bend over.
Hey bro, stop if you're inappropriate shit.
Anyway, when I was in
Yeah, come out. You cut your hair, all your brain come out.
okay, but that aside, right? When I was in NS, I was in this company called Gryphon. So we had this like cheer that we need to do. So it's like one heart, one mind, Gryphon. Yeah. Then it's something like when you want to do something, you do your best, regardless you got motivation or not. So long as you do your best, the discipline will straight away come in. Because with that one heart and one mind, right, you put yourself focus in like it's like a tunnel. You focus on that thing. So eventually, no matter how long, right, eventually you will still get there. You will still achieve the result. And then when the results is being achieved, right, then you have this fuel that is burning like like some campfire like that, burn and burn and burn. Then after that, what? You become a new person. Something like that lah.
That self-motivation is also there lah, which is why I actually like running a lot that time, cause it's your own self doing it mah. Sorry?
Motivation alone is not enough. It's like what this is the Chika just brought up a very good example. Motivation is just not good enough in terms of your self-discipline. You can be motivated at anything you want for just like 5 days, 10 days, 15 days, and then you're just gonna so-called smoke your way out and just so yeah, I was motivated, I feel pumped up right now. True discipline comes in when how to say it's really up to your own belief or up to your own integrity issue really. To me, because like what you guys say, one heart, or no, even in my time, I always emphasize with my firefighters or my trainees, right? You do one time, good one. You don't give me half-hearted. I don't care whether you like it or not. I don't like it whether you are unmotivated or not. When the time comes for you to be professional, when the time comes for you to be disciplined, you usually will be disciplined. I don't care whether you're gonna you don't like who I am, or you don't like. So the true discipline comes part where people don't see you also. Let's say just take a simple issue whereby you see the dustbin 5 meters away, you have a rubbish on your hand. Discipline is enough by you walk to that dustbin, you throw, or you throw at the longkang, and no one is watching you. But if you go to the longkang, you don't have discipline lah. But if you go to the rubbish bin and you throw your rubbish, simply say that you have discipline in your life. It shows character to me if you have discipline. It shows manners. It shows who you truly are. And to me, if someone has discipline, right, I can trust the person. I can truly trust the person, whether because I know that regardless of any situation that he or she is in, whether ups and downs, storms, raining, whatever, right, I can trust this person that she can come to work and she will produce her best at any point given of time. To me, it's about character. You can come. This is why I feel very annoyed of people, whereby people will say that, oh, I need to wait for the right time. I need to wait for the feels to do things. You wait until you die lor. But someone who has discipline, right, is regardless of whatever comes situation in their time, right, like okay, I'm just gonna, like, next week I'm just gonna do it. I will try first, then your consistency plays a part where your discipline comes in now. It's about character to me. And I need to trust a person who has discipline in life. Because if, let's say, you don't have discipline in life, you're not going to give me the results that we expect from you in terms of at least a decency results. Yeah, so I think structure is important. So the army, for the boys, right, for those of you who have never gone to NS yet, those of you who are going to NS, I would say I support the NS system. Reason being because it will teach men how to be disciplined, definitely. Because you're going to wake up at 5 a.m. every day, regardless whether you sleep at 1 or 2, you
Or
watch
3.
Netflix. Or 3 o'clock, you're going to wake up at 5, you're going to do your 5 BX, you're going to do all the nonsense lah. You're going to sleep at 10. Yeah, so structure is very important to me. There was this, I think our previous boss shared a story lah, where like how structure is so important, because there was this, like, one of his previous student, right? The girl grew up in a very hostile environment. So this girl was like a minaret lah, maybe gangster lah, that kind of stuff, very naughty lah, we smoke here, maybe that kind of stuff. Then never go to school. So then she went to girls' home. But the girls' home structure is like a prison, right? Where every minute counts. You wake up at a certain timing, you eat at a certain timing, you want to do certain things, you have to ask permission. So she go through this structure for like maybe 2-3 years. But her character was developed there lah, right? Into that structure. So she managed to do so well for her academic. She even from F, she got all A.
Nice.
But what happened when she came out? So she went out of the girls' school, as in the girls' home school. She go back to her so-called old ways, to her family environment, to the school, outside neighborhood environment, where she exposed back to her friends, that kind of stuff, right? The results that she achieved, just go back to the slum. She returned back to her old self of situation and habits. And it just shows how environment plays a huge part, but it also shows how structure plays a huge part. So I think if you want to be disciplined, motivation is not the only thing. It's not going to get through the whole process. Willpower is not enough. Motivation is not enough. You can have all the willpower for just a moment, but you need to have a structure for yourself, and you need to have that kind of character to tell yourself that if I want to be disciplined, I must have a good character in me. So it takes a whole lot of things to me, because like motivation is just not enough, to be honest.
So
Go.
what about habits?
What about habits?
Yeah, so you were saying about the discipline does not only lies with motivation. Yeah. So I was thinking because I used to read this book called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, whereby you see all the entrepreneur, all the businessmen, all the millionaire, trillionaire, or whatsoever we call them, they kind of like sleep early, then they wake up very early. They wake up. Some of them they do what the $1 million routine they call it. So they sleep early, probably about 10, then they wake up at about 3 a.m. Then after that, from 3 to 6, they do a series of things like exercise, read a book, get themselves updated, meditate. Yeah. So what do you think about habits?
Habits. Okay. I will link habits with willpower at the same time. Okay, because habits, right? I would say in the cognitive mind, right? Habits and willpower, you can just now we talk about fitness and sports, so we can relate to it whereby we look at it as if like it's a muscle. So again, I'll just share with you guys in terms of like a quick sports science knowledge. So in terms of muscles, right? Do you know that you are not actually uh, growing your muscles during the gym? What you're actually doing to your muscles, right? You're just damaging your muscles. And
Is it?
then yeah, you are just killing your muscles actually. So whenever you go gym, you lift weights or you go jogging, whatever it is, right? You are tearing your muscles apart. It's not growing that muscles during that time. What happens uh when as in when and how the muscles grow is when you eat proper food intake, and the process of recovering back your muscles, right, is when you fall asleep. You resting, right? That's where your muscle starts to heal. And for your muscles to go bigger, uh, you need to damage so much that your muscle will tell your mind, I don't know, opposite. Your brain will tell your muscles, right, to increase the muscle cells more, so that the next time the body does not have to take in so much pressure and stress in lifting the same weight. Okay, so grasp that whole idea in the process first. So the willpower and habits are the same. When talk about willpower, right, it's just like a muscle. You have to keep doing it so that your brain can tell your willpower muscle that for you to survive the next challenges in life. So it is like you go through certain challenges, right? Small steps, small steps, small steps. Then your brain will know that, okay, um, this individual, right, is stressing him or herself out to reach certain goals. So it's a slow process, and then slowly, right, your willpower muscle is actually being built again and again and again, so that you can overcome bigger challenges. Bigger challenges in terms of needing more willpower. It's like, okay, example, if I were to put a young boy who has no knowledge or whatever, so exposure, right? And then I ask, okay, example, we take sports. We take a 10-year-old boy, and then suddenly I look at him, he's good. Wow, he got professional Cristiano Ronaldo kind of skill. Then I say, okay, this guy can become a national player. 10-year-old boy, I put him the same team as a 25-year-old, 26 years old. You think he can succeed? No, because of too much pressure in his life. The stadium is full of cheers, and then if he's not exposed enough to a gradual kind of process, right? He's just gonna give up, lor. As much as talented he is, right? His willpower muscle is not there to take in the pressure yet. So he needs to be exposed bit by bit by bit into the competitive kind of element. So willpower works the same way. Habits is also the same way. You have to force yourself into making those habits again and again and again and again and again until it become a muscle memory for you. It's like you tie your shoelace. What? A simple analogy is you tie your shoelace off if I ask you straight away right now, right, which shoe you tie your shoelace first, left or right?
Left.
Right.
Colin,
Right.
do you consciously, before you put on your shoe, do you have to make those kind of hard choices to like, hey, should I tie my shoe right or left first? No, right? It becomes a natural thing already, right? Like I just put my right shoe first, I put my left shoe, whatever it is, right? You have to form that habit the same way that you want to wear your shoe now, without even thinking consciously. That's why the millionaire can do it, because right, they have developed that kind of habit from so long that it become a muscle memory and become so natural to them. And you have to force yourself lah. You know, they say that you develop a habit 28 days until 70 days lah within this gap. So you must create that habit from the start lor, and then until that it become consciously unaware. Like, you know, suddenly I wake up, the moment I just wake up, right, my brain tell me already, hey, this timing, read a book. You're not conscious, you know, you just take out a book and you read.
Automatic.
You don't have to force yourself. So you have to reach to that stage lor.
All these are formed within time lah. Like, you know, after a long time of consistency, discipline, with the end in mind, goal setting, or become this way, being proactive.
In summary, the whole consistency part of the tools that we just shared in the previous podcast lor. Yeah, but I would like to share one concept of efficiency, if I may.
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead.
Yeah, the 20-80% principle. Some of you may have heard it lah. Businessmen always heard this 80-20% principle, but it links with the cause and effect law of the universal law lah. So let's take in example of financial literacy, right? So what is the meaning of 80-20%? Firstly, is because it is said that in this law, you focus on the most important thing first of the 20% in your life, and then the effect of it, you will have 80% of the outcome. So what this law is trying to say is that the outcome in your life, right, actually determines on only the small things of the things that you do. So it's like a compound kind of effect. So we're taking like money, right? It's like a business. In the business concept, for example, 80% of your revenue, of your profit, right, comes in only from 20% of your customers. So let's say you market out to 1,000 people, okay? But your revenue, right, only comes from the 200. Is it 20% of 1,000 is 200, right? Yeah. So 200 people. These 200 people are the one that you should be focusing at. You understand? Because these 20% are the one who's gonna give you the 80% profit that you aim for. So it's that kind of principle whereby the small things in your life, right, are the ones that's gonna cause and affect the rest of your life. So talking about efficiency here, meaning to say that, so when you talk about efficiency, right, focus on the things that you know that will cause an effect in the longer term. For example, you know that by just reading a book, your knowledge will increase and extend in the long term run. It's a compound interest, right? Every day you read a book, half an hour, you know, you're gonna be more smart. You're gonna be smarter than majority of the people behind just by reading 30 minutes of reading a book, right? And that's 80% of the outcome that you have. So you prioritize. So if, let's say, your life is all about lazing around, time management, like Chinkai said just now, 24 hours, blah, blah, blah. So most of your time is just spent on Netflix, right?
And chill.
Netflix and chill. So 80% of the outcome of your life, right, in the hereafter, are just going to be you have no knowledge at all. You're just going to be like that person who just like ignorance. And like it's just like, oh, okay. People talk to you about general knowledge, or people talk to you about the current situation about life. You just, all you know is just Lucifer. All you know is just what else? 13 Reasons Why. You don't know
Season
what's
three
going
or
on at
four.
all. Yeah. So your life, majority of the pie determines on the 20% of effort that you put. So efficiency comes in, you know which one to prioritize at, and then you focus on that, and that things, right, will just cause an effect at the bigger snowball effect lah, basically. So you know how snowball effects works, right? Slowly the ball comes in, the bigger snowball comes in, right? That's how the 80-20% rule is. So efficiency plays a part. Yeah, so sometimes people say like you must put so much hard work, right? Grind, hustle, willpower. To be honest, I fell to that trap before. I thought, and then eventually you burn out. And the moment when you reach burnout, right, it's bad. You want to recover is horrid. Like it takes a long time to recover from a burnout session. But after learning, experiencing, right, actually the little things matters the most. Like you just put in like the most of effort in doing the small things. Like baking, example. If you think that your life is about baking, right, just focus on baking. And then your revenue will just come from there. Rather than like you do so much things, right, because you think you discipline and so hard work, right? But technically you see what are the things, like example, like for us, let's say you do social media marketing. You have YouTube, Facebook, you have Twitter, you have all this. But the one that promotes, the one that has the highest viewership, right, is your YouTube channel, not your Facebook, not your Twitter. So you should focus more on your YouTube, rather than you focus on the other 3 social media. Correct? Because your YouTube is producing 80% of the viewership. So then you are so efficient because you know which channel brings you the most results. You just focus on YouTube. You won't like care so much about the rest of the channels. That's an example that, like if your TikTok is doing so well, then okay lah, do your TikTok. So yeah lor. So yep, that's my take about discipline. I don't know why I'm so passionate suddenly, but my fire just go out. But so yeah.
But this reminds me of another quote, like something related to kindness. Like there's this quote by AESOP saying that there's no act of kindness, however small, is ever wasted. So whatever small kindness that we do to others, right, eventually it will cause a ripple effect. So putting this into the context of discipline, right, no matter how small the effort is, right, so long as you put in that little bit of effort, right, eventually, right, it is not wasted, and eventually it will snowball into something that makes you who you are as a better person, as a more well-disciplined person.
Yeah.
Nice.
Actually, I would like to ask Colin, what are some of the questions, since this is a finale for this series, right? What are some of the dying questions that your age or your people around you, your friends, have questions about discipline or questions about consistency?
I think a lot of people have very generic, plain questions like, how do you start? Because there was this time when I was running very frequently at night. Then when I went back to school, it's like, hey, you every night go run. And I was like, no, not at night. Morning at 4 a.m. Then it's like, you run how long? 3 km. Huh, you're not tired? I'm like, no. It's like, why not tired? I mean, it's just my own drive lah. So I just thought of. I mean, I did tell my friends before. Like, I mean, if you want to start something, just go for it. As long as you feel like it's the right way for you, or it's good for you, then go for it, lor. But yeah, being disciplined is also one thing lah, which is why I always emphasize on them. Hey, come school, please. Like your attendance matters on it also.
I think my advice, okay, this is the last advice I will give to for this series in terms of consistency for the millennials and the Gen Zs.
Because we boomers.
Boomers?
Because we are
Boomers no need.
boomers.
Yeah, because we are boomer to
No
all
lah.
of you. But we, even for myself, need to start looking things in the long term lah, rather than just the
Yes.
short term kind of satisfaction. Because to me, if you continue your studies, right, you are already a disciplined person because you know the value of education. Okay, not only in Singapore is huge. It matters lah. Okay, but nonetheless, education matters in the whole world. Knowledge is power. Okay, and it takes a person with discipline to continue learning, regardless whether your path is ITE or not, JC or not, poly or not, or you come from a special needs school or what, you take a longer pathway or what, it doesn't matter to me. As long as you have that discipline, right, to just continue learning. Because we all know this, the wiser you are, the more exposed you are to knowledge, the more so-called smart, the more intellectual you are in terms of your IQ, EQ, all this, right, you will get better jobs. You know, you will lead a better life or more comfortable life for yourself, not only for yourself, but for your family. Okay, things will be better at the end of the day lah. But you have to struggle a bit to achieve that pot of gold, right? There has to be a storm before every rainbow. So you don't expect things to come very fast, because I think most of the problem is just that you want to enjoy during your age now. Like go school and then just hang out with your friends and then go club, go party. By all means, you want to enjoy once in a while, by all means to let out some steam. But you have to know that too much of it is going to backfire at you because at the end of the day, the one that is going to go through hardship in life later is not us, but it's you. Even for myself, maybe if let's say I don't put any effort in my life now, so I'm gonna go through hardship. Right? I don't want to go through hardship. But if you want to go through the hardship, then we cannot help you lah. But if you want a good, comfortable, rewarding life at the end of it, know that you must struggle a bit. And to achieve that struggle, you must be disciplined. That's my advice. Amen.
I think this whole thing, right, can also be summarized by using a duck. D-U-C-K, duck. Like, on the surface, you see the duck are very calm, right, on the surface of the water. But you don't know that underneath, right, the legs are like,
Struggling, paddling.
to keep it afloat. Yeah. So I can relate to that. It's just like, when you do something, or you see successful people. You see, wow, this person is so successful. Got girl, got husband, got, got power, got a lot of employees. They got millions of dollars, got the car that they are, dream car, whatsoever. But they all come a long way. Okay, you see on the surface, wow, they are like the duck,
Yeah.
But underneath, they are trying to keep things afloat. They help to manage the HR part. Okay, they also have to go and negotiate. So all the back end work are things that people don't see. Yeah, all the struggles that people don't usually talk about. So yeah, be a duck.
That's a good analogy, man.
Yeah. Oh,
So that's our advice for you, Colin.
be a duck.
For me.
Because you also need the advice, even for myself also actually. So it's a constant reminder to all of us.
Yeah.
Consistency is huge. And to me, consistency is just not about results. It's also about your character lah. You have to be consistent on your character. Yeah, it's like you don't just this week I'm a good person, next week I'm a bad person lah. So yeah, it's like this week I do this, I do that. So consistency is a holistic thing. That's why we are from the holistic experience, and we talk things holistically in terms of relatable situations in life.
Yep.
So what? The next podcast, it's a mystery to all of you. I would say, by all means, if you know any of us and you're watching our podcast, right, and if you have any so-called topics that you guys want to hear from us, please do just approach us, or you can comment below. We want to help you in terms of your own things that you want to be helpful lah. We want to hear from you also lah. We don't want to be like, our content must be to help you, not to help us. So yep.
I also want to say something like, I wish that all our audience watch our podcast with an open mind. So if there's anything, any content, halfway through that offends you, we apologize. Okay, it's not deliberate. It's more of like we want to keep it casual, and none of this is all scripted. That's why we want it to be, as casual as possible lah. So apologize on behalf of everyone if we offended you all or whatsoever lah. Oh? So be kind, everyone.
And also, we do this podcast is also not because we are very good at these things also. We are also practicing it day to day in our daily lives also. Doesn't mean we talk about discipline. That means we are, top-notch discipline, or say like consistent in life, like really sounds about it lah. We are of course still trying to improve on ourselves along the way, but we're just sharing some insights that we have experienced in our life with you guys. So if you find all these episodes, this podcast helpful, please do share it with your friends also. And if you guys have any ideas or any topics that you want us to discuss about, leave it down in the comment section below. Am I gonna sign us out?
PM us also, like WhatsApp us.
Yeah. And also you can check us out at our Facebook page, at the Holistic Experience.
Check us out at the Holistic Experience. Check out the mini Posh House
at Shopee.
Can treat you guys at Shopee, and check out the Long Shot where we talk about sports and life skills.
Links will be in the description below.
Yeah, and check out his
Cool
social
Fitness.
media.
Yeah. No more idea. Don't anyhow.
Cool Fitness.
Oh my god.
I wish all of you the best. For all of you who ever watch, right? May you guys be healthy, stay safe.
Our Muslim friends. Yeah. It's a month long, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. And also, stay healthy, stay safe, and see you guys. Bye bye.